Hey, good afternoon, budget family. It's Andrea from Budgeting Sweet Cecile. I'm here to do another video about stuffing my monthly binder of challenges with some money that I got saved from my paycheck. So we're going to get into this. I have here all of the monthly challenges that I use. They're earmarked for different games that I play. Different games that I play. And so we're going to stuff the first half of the month into this binder, and we'll mark it off on my little paper here, which will tell me how much I'm pulling or how much I'm putting in to each one, and we will get started. So today I'm bringing $1,900, or it might be a little bit less because I did do a little bit of shopping on my way home from the bank, but I have the cash here. We have 19 minus a couple of dollars, but that's okay. I'll figure that part of it out afterwards. And I had a little bit of leftover in my wallet, which we will add. And yeah, I bought two things on the way home. And there's my little breakdown. So what I have here, I'm going to put that off to the side. I'm going to put this cash together. I'm going to take the extra little coins out because we don't use those. Actually, I'm going to save that, and then this is the change that we got from the bank. All right, so let us count this out. We have supposed to be 1,900. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 800 and 100s. 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 500 in 50s, 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 83, 20, 40, 60, 84, 20, 420 in 20s, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90 in 10s, 5, 10, 15, 25, 35, 45, 55, 65, 75, 75 in 5s, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, and actually this is what we're supposed to have. $6 in twos, $6 in twos, and $3 in loonies. We're supposed to have 13, so 50, 65, so 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, 50 is 10, 60 is 12, and yeah, 13. So this was extra. And the 10s, we were supposed to have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. So this was extra. And we had 22, 10, and this. So I took what I had extra out of what I had left in my wallet instead. So what I'm bringing extra is $20 from my wallet, because I did shopping at the drugstore and stopped to get something to eat, and so that money that I was going to use for a couple of challenges is now going to get not used. All right, so we have here $1,920 that I've added. So we are going to get ready to stuff. I don't think anything is going to be completed today, but stuff is just going to get allocated to whatever challenge. I'll tell you what challenges I'm using them for, and that will be that. Okay, so the first one is my no spend. I call it a no spend, but really it's a what day didn't you spend. All the red X's are days that I spent on coffee, on challenges from Etsy, on my gosh, Amazon for binder envelopes, some replacement ones, a couple of different things that I have been shopping. So only 4 days were no spends. The rest of the time has been spent. So right now I owe $53, and I'm taking that 53 as 2 20s, a 10, that's 50, a 2, and a 1. So for the 53, and that is what I'm putting into this challenge today. So I'm gonna stuff that, and this money is probably gonna get used for my Faithful Sunday savings. This will be where I'm accessing those funds from going forward for a little while. And when I take it out, I will replace this with props so that the next time I do this in 2 weeks when I get paid, it'll be completing the challenges, but then it will take into account that I've probably already taken this money out from my bank binder to play in Sunday, Faithful Sunday savings. So what I've put in there, pre-balance was 0, post-balance is 53, and we have stuffed that, so I can color that off. 54 Sundays we did last month, and so the next time we save is going to be for the month of December, because we already collected this with last 2 weeks ago's paycheck. So that's already stuffed for November. And so that's not getting anything. Daily, monthly, I am actually going to be using this money. This challenge saves $11 a day for the month, and so it's going to save a total of $330 for the month. And I'm saving $165 right now, and this is I'm going to use my game day binder. So when we do game day play, this is the funds that I'm using for that. And this one I'm taking a 100, I'm taking a 50, we're taking a 20, a 10, 60, and a 5. So $165 we are putting into this. And when I do that, actually, I'm gonna put it in here. I should probably color this offline. Hold on a second, please. I'll be right back. Sorry about that. So when I finish, when I've stuffed what I'm gonna put into it, I usually color off this top part so that it is showing that it has been done. So I will probably speed you up while I do this online when I post this video. So just bear with me. Okay, so we're gonna let that dry. Just gonna leave that out for a moment, and we're gonna move on to the next one. So the next one is my Wordle game, and so far this one has me saving $79, and I'm gonna use this challenge to fund Coffee Wednesdays. So let me just fill in what I just did. So we put in the 165, and that is now stuffed. And for Wordle, we're gonna put in 79, and we're taking that with a 50, a 20, a 5, and 2 Chunies for the 79. And so we're gonna stuff that in here. And put the challenge in there. And when I use this for Coffee Wednesday, I will replace this money with prop. Okay. I think we're just gonna go in here now. Okay. So our next challenge, this is now stuffed, is Character Save. So Character Save is a challenge that I'm using to play my Christmas games. And we're gonna color this in with purple, and we're saving 60, so $130. So we're gonna take a 100, a 20, and a 10 for that. And we're using this for the Christmas binder, Christmas games that I do on Monday. So Merry Monday. And we're gonna save. Okay, I'm gonna let that dry. And we'll move on to the next one. 130, and that has been stuffed. Okay, monthly save is my gray challenge that saves $11, and then it doubles, and then it triples, and then it's 4, and then it's 5. So we're gonna save $83. And I can't remember, I thought I wrote down what, did I do that? 165 divided by 2, is that what I did? 55 plus 44 plus 33 plus 22 plus 11 divided by 2. Yeah, so I'm gonna, I multiplied it in half. So let's see. We're gonna do the 55 and the 22 and half of the 11. $55, 22, and I'll color in half of the 11. That's what we're, basically what we're saving. And we're gonna take 83, and we're gonna take that 83 as a 50, a 20, a 10, a toonie, and a loony. 50, a 20, a 10, toonie, and a loony. Okay. And this challenge gets played with my Christmas games on Monday and Merry Monday as well. So 83. And this has been stuffed. Okay, 5K savings. $5K savings. Now, 5K savings I'm going to use for my Christmas box by IncomeBabes, and I use this to save for my home maintenance. So we're going to color off the 85, the 90, the 100, and the 100. And we're going to leave the rest for the next one. So we're saving $375, 85, and the 90. And we're going to color off the 100 here. And the 100 here. And that leaves us with 100, 95, 90, and 90 for the next time we play. And this is going to take 3 100s. It's going to take a 50, 350, a 20, and a 5 for 375 going into this challenge. And that leaves us with 375 for the end of the month. And we will use that to play in our Christmas box challenge, which we will, I'm not sure, I might start that on Merry Monday also if I don't have the money for this one. We'll see. So that was 375. And that has been stuffed. Okay, our monthly savings challenge, $5 monthly. This one I use is a challenge I have in my Ko-fi shop, and I use this challenge to save for debt payment and playing the game Destroy the Debt with Saving with Shalonda. So in this one, we're taking a 50, a 20, and a 5 for $75. And we are going to color off, each flower is $5. So we're going to color off 3 rows, and it's going to leave us with 3 rows. And we're going to do that in red. Do we have red? Here we have red. I'm going to color these in red. So these are poppies for Remembrance Day. So we're going to color in the poppies. So I'm going to speed you up while I do this. All right, so that's $75 that we're putting into this, and this will go for Destroy the Debt. Okay, so 75, and that has been stuffed. Okay, 2025. So this saves 2025 in a year. And in this challenge, we are putting in $90, and we are going to color off 15, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 2.5. Another 10, another, I can't remember what I did. Let me get my calculator. 15 times 5 is 75, and we're doing 90. Plus 15 is 90. So we're gonna do the 10s. We're gonna do these 2, 3, and then these 2 rows. So again, I'm gonna color this off and I will speed you up. Okay, and we're saving that 90 with a 50 and 2 20s. Okay, and that's going to go into this challenge, and this one is going to be used for Destroy the Debt as well. Saving with Shalonda. And then our next one, let me just write that down. Next one is Alphabet Monthly, and in this one we are saving $94 for the month of November, and I'm going to save off $47. Let me see, which one was the 47? It's this bottom one, so we're going to save the 14, the 15, the 5, and the 13. That's going to leave us 47 for the next time. So we're taking that with 2 20s, a 5, and a 2 for 47. And we're going to put that in here. And that leaves us with 47 for the next time we play. Okay, that is now stuffed. No Bucks Monthly is a savings challenge from Andrea at No Bucks Given. And in her challenge, we are saving $61. I'm going to save the 3s and a 1 and the butterflies. I will color this off offline because this is a lot to color, and it's going to save us $61. So we're going to take that with a 50. Actually, nope, we're going to do that with 3 20s and a 1 and a loonie, 61. Okay, that leaves us with $61 for the next time. Some of these. Okay. That has been stuffed. Okay. Our last challenge in this binder is Hello Seasons. Now, I was not able to finish the autumn box the last time I played, and so I need to bring these challenges. I had already saved them, and I've cleaned them off, and I'm going to save them again. So a total of $375. Each icon is $5, and so each challenge will save $125. So I'm going to save that 3 times. And we are going to put that in so that we can finish the autumn box this month and get started on our winter box, which is the challenge that I will be doing after. So we've got 3 100s. The last 3 100s, we have got 3 20s, 3 20s, and 3 5s. 2, and 3. So it's 125 in each of these challenges, and this does complete these challenges, but I'm not going to pull them out of here. I am going to put them with each one though, so we can see that they are all saved. Okay, that's the 375 for these 3. So these are complete, but I will take them out as we are playing. So that takes care of that. And this one, Autumn Box, is being used to fund my health and medical fund for glasses and that kind of thing. Anything medical. So 375 is in that. That's been stuffed. And it's actually been completed, but we will deal with that after. The next challenge I want to do is Monopoly Cash and Build a Fund. So those 2 challenges I don't actually have here. I'm going to go grab them. So give me a moment. So in Build a Fund, I'm saving $35 into this binder. And for Monopoly Cash, I'm saving $135, and that will, I believe, complete that challenge. So in Monopoly Cash, this is a challenge that I got from Celisa at Beautifulmeandyouingw, and on this challenge we are saving little increments, and the last one I have to save is the 60 and the 75, and then this challenge will be complete. So in Monopoly Cash we are using the 50s, so we have 2 50s. That, and I have a 20 for the 75, a 10 for this, and a 5. So this is what we are saving into this, and I'm actually going to save this in prop because that is what I put into these challenges, as opposed to putting the real cash, because the real cash of course goes up to my bank binder. So let me get that in prop. So the 2 50s, the 10 and the 20, and the 5, and that is what we will stuff. So we have 50 and 10, for 60 going into this one, and we have 50, 20, and 5. Going into this one, and we have completed our challenge. This one is now complete. All of the cards have been filled. This we're going to put up in the bank binder. I'm going to put that at the back. But these are now all done. Oh my gosh. Yay. Let's see. Let's put them in order. 25, 35, 40, 50, 55, 60, 75, 80, 85, 95, 100, and 100. These are all full of all of the money, and this totally saves about $800. So we are done, and we will do an unstuffing of this very shortly. Yay, we're done! Monopoly Cash is complete. Very excited to see that that is done. Very easy to save, and you forget that it is there. So, hi friends, sorry about that. We got a little bit of an interruption there from a video on my YouTube channel from Eva. Sorry, Eva. I'm gonna have to cut that out. So back to what we were talking about, Monopoly Cash. We put in 135, so we have a total now of $800 in that challenge. So this challenge is complete. So I'm going to color it off to say that it is done. It is done. It is done. We're very excited that that is done. I have not figured out what I'm going to use that money for, and I will figure it out another day. So this next challenge is from GB at IncomeBabes. It's called Build a Fund, and in this challenge I am saving $35. And I can. Again, I am also going to save this into prop cash. I think I'm putting it in $70 today to represent the cash that we are putting in. So I have it here, 2 20s, I have 2 10s and I have 2 5s to represent the 35 that we're putting in each challenge. So again, this money is going to go into my bank binder, so I'm going to put that off to the back, and we will represent that in top. So we will put in 20 up here, 35 up here, and we'll put in 35 up here. And once we get to 30 days, that will be $1,000, I think 1,050. So I'm going to color off, I'm going to add it here. Today is the 14th of the 11th, and we're depositing 70. That leaves us with 595 into this challenge. So we are more than halfway there, and we're going to color off our 2 little piggies on each of these trackers. That's 20, that's 10, that's 5. Let's get saved in there. Excellent, so that is done. That has been stuffed. Okay, now what we have left we are going to stuff into Faithfully Saving Sunday and into What's Popping Tuesday. 51, 20, 30, 40, 50, 160. 162 is what we have left. Okay. So for these 2 binders, I am going to save give me a moment, guys. I'm just going to put some things away here. I'm going to save, I need to go grab that binder for the Faithful Sunday Savings, and we'll put the money into the bag for that one. Because we are using the no spend challenge for that one, but I also had a little bit extra left, and so we're going to stuff $67 into the binder as at the front in this pouch. So we're going to take a 50, a 10, a 5, and the 2 for 67. And we're going to add to this the money from the no spend, and that is what we will use to be playing Faithful Sunday Savings this week and next week. So that is stuffed. So we'll put 67. That is stuffed. And then what we have left now is 95. 50, 60, 70, 80, 95. We have $95 left. And that's going into What's Poppin' Tuesday. So I'm going to put that at the back here. Actually, we're going to put that at the front here. So in this challenge so far, we have put in $370. This cash honestly represents the $100 that we put in the last time we played this. And so I am satisfying the binder with that. So I am going to not be playing What's Poppin' what's Pop and Save on Tuesday. I won't be playing this part of the game on Tuesday because I need some more cash. And until I have it, we can't play it. So this is going back to the bank binder to satisfy that money that we played on Tuesday. So there's that. And then I have this change here, which I'm going to use to play What's Poppin' Looney Tuesdays on Tuesday. And that is going to get added to the back, but it's in coin. So I'm going to leave the coin and consider that stuffed as well. So that is $95 that we've added. That's been stuffed. And that, I believe, is it. That's the 1900. That is the 1900. That went by real fast. But it's all done, and the money has been allocated to where it needs to go. And so until I do this again in 2 weeks when we get paid again, that will be it. We will be playing. We finished one challenge today, which I'm very excited about. We will unstuff this in an upcoming video. I'm not sure when, but I will unstuff it, and I will show you the balance in my, because it's already in my high yield. That's why it's in prop money, because I don't want to leave it here in the house. So I will show you the balance in the high yield of Monopoly Cash being at $800, and we'll figure out where we're putting that at another time. Anyways, that's all I have for you today, guys. Take care. Have a great weekend. Bye-bye.